Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. El Shaarawy showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Politano is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
And he's managed to get free. Incoming delivery. Punched away. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution has a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Header comes in! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's El Shaarawy. And that's put paid to a promising move. Modric cuts it out. Castellanos has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, we're talking about an explosive player, Peter. He'll be looking to play on the shoulder of the last defender as much as possible. So if his teammates can manage to play it in behind, then the opposition goalie might get a little busy today.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Modric. And here's Castellanos. Milan yet to have an attempt on goal. Castellanos tries to play it through. Buongiorno cuts out the pass. Aimed beyond the defence. Politano. He has found the way. Chance for a shot! Goal! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Castellanos. Now it's El Shaarawy. Barella picks it up out wide. And that's a dangerous ball.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Estupiñán. That's a good run down the left. Hangs one in.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Castellanos. Bastoni.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Modric. And here's Castellanos. Half an hour played now. Defending was strong and firm. Modric gets over and intercepts. Martinez. De Bruyne. Out to the right. Politano could try cutting inside here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the best distribution from the keeper. And here's Castellanos.
Castellanos really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's a promising position. Quick look, then plays it in. Brilliantly cut out. McTominay. Now, what about a counter-attack? The less said about that pass, the better. Well, it looked promising for a moment. Oh, they could be caught out here. He's found a way through. There's the shot! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Now it's Castellanos. That is good alertness. And it's half-time here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Milan certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
And the second half gets underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Martinez. And it's De Bruyne. Looking for the run.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now there's Castellanos! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
And there's a quick free kick. Now the cross. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Oh, no messing about. It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Modric. Castellanos, proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And it's Modric. Great ball, and he's in here. And they're quick to get it back. Here comes the cross.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Castellanos receives it in a good position here. Politano! He's scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. Castellanos at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah,
and that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The action has already started. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Martinez is onto this. Tomori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And Martinez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's El-Shaarawy. Tomori providing an outlet on that flank. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Ribéry. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Rafael Leao, Peter, is one player who could be unstoppable if he's in the mood. Easily one of the fastest players I've ever seen. He's capable of taking on multiple defenders, and he can cause imbalances for any defence. And that's their problem, because so many want to try and get to him to stop him getting into his stride. It just leaves space for others.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Quarter of an hour played. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Played out to the right. And there's green grass ahead of it. He's having a shot! Cannavaro, tidy with his distribution. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Soulé. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Ribéry. Castellanos! That was superb goalkeeping.
Castellanos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And here's Castellanos. There's the shot! Out to the right. Well read, nice interception. And he's in on goal. Oh, look at... And the shot! Oh, it's come loose. Barella. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into a stranglehold.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Tries to play it through. Now it's face-to-face, and Martinez! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The vision wonderful, the technique perfect.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Bastoni cuts it out. Spread it left. Ribéry. Now it's Castellanos. Good chance here! Ball driven towards the far post.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He has found the Ribery! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And here's Ribery. DiMarco. Aimed in towards the centre. It's out for a goal kick. Estupiñán. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's in space and looking for options. Rafael Leao! There's a no-nonsense tackle. Spread out to the left. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Sommer claims it, and the danger passes. Soulé. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Pass somewhat off target. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, that was venomous. Now it's Castellanos. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Diouf played out towards the right wing. Estupiñán simply refused to be outdone there. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Soulé. Milan still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Oh, good spread. El Shaarawy. And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Modric. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He's gone for goal! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish right from the top draw! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay.
He gets big. Goal! Inter! And they've got their lead back. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. Now it's Ribery. That's an imaginative pass. It's a good run, that. Great timing. Modric. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Deep cross.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game to square things up. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's calm for you. Nothing is going to distract him.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Ribery. Picked out brilliantly. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Oh, that is a good ball to find. Castellanos! And somehow he managed to miss it.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
He's in a good position here. Oh, good-looking ball. Now there's a fine ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Out to the left it goes. Who saw this coming? This is going right to the wire. And claimed it back swiftly. And a shot! It's their second corner of the game. Inter Milan. Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb. Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
That's a pretty loose pass. Çalhanoğlu played into space. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that has not gone well. He's Castellanos! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Castellanos is offering a wry smile there.
So, third corner of the game. Rafael Leão! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Soulé. Referee's given a throw. Pavard. That's that, the end. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Milan can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.